Number 1. Liam, who loves the outdoors, decided to challenge himself by camping in the middle of a violent storm.
We've got over 60 miles per hour wind gusts due, and the rain is pretty much non-stop, so that should be a good test for the nightcap pop-up tent. That's a joke. I'm out in the Hilleberg Solo tonight, so really it will be good to see how that performs in those sort of winds. And don't talk to me about visibility. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. The wind is getting stronger and stronger as we're getting higher. I'm not looking forward to that scramble. I was actually struggling to open that gate there.
With winds reaching up to 60 miles per hour, even getting to his campsite was a struggle.
Wow! Jesus Christ! So we just got to the little scramble section. Luckily we're getting a bit of protection from this side of the mountain. You can see the trip point. Come on! Because we're limited with space in the Solo, I've just detached the inner slightly, moved it a bit back, and then that just gives me enough room to get out of all my wet gear whilst keeping the inner of the tent dry.
The wind howled around him, almost knocking him over as he climbed higher into the hills. Visibility was nearly zero, and the weather kept getting worse the higher he went. He finally found a small spot near a stone wall to set up his tent. The area was tight, so he adjusted the setup to keep the inside of the tent dry while he took off his soaking wet clothes. As night fell, the storm grew even more intense.
Lovely views at the summit. Absolutely mental out there. And then once you get back in, you've got to do that whole process again, getting out all your wet gear, getting back in your dry gear. Sign on top.
Liam curled up inside his sleeping bag, trying to stay warm while the wind roared outside, slamming against the tent with full force. The views from the top may have been impressive, but the conditions were brutal. After changing into dry clothes, Liam made himself a warm meal inside the tent, some salmon, to get a little comfort before the long night ahead. Despite putting on headphones to block the noise, the wind was just too loud. The hours passed slowly, filled with constant gusts and the fear that the tent might give in at any moment. He barely got any sleep, only drifting off in short, uneasy moments.
I could do with going outside soon and checking them guy lines. I've been out for like 3 hours. Who'd want to go out in that? Hello, it is 7 AM, so I'm going to start packing up. So it could take a while to get this tent down. Sunrise is about 20 past 8-ish. Not like we're going to get one, but I mean it'll start getting light around then.
By 7 AM, Liam had had enough. The storm was still raging, and he began the tough process of packing everything up. Taking down the tent in those winds was no easy task, and every part of the descent was a fight against nature. The wind was so strong, it almost knocked him off his feet more than once. Eventually, he made it back to his car.
Can you hear that? Wow!
Tired, soaked, but safe. He had survived the night, and this experience proved that sometimes the real danger isn't wild animals or anything hidden in the woods. It's the raw, unstoppable power of nature itself. Subscribe and help us reach 20,000 subscribers. 90% of you have not subscribed yet. Number 2. Black Crag is a YouTuber known for his peaceful hiking videos where he explores forests, trails, and remote locations. He often camps out during his trips, bringing a calm and relaxing atmosphere to his viewers. In this particular video, he heads to Souter Fell in the Lake District, a place with a strange history. Over the years, many have claimed to see what looked like a giant army marching along the ridge.
He goes up to the hill and finds absolutely no trace of an army whatsoever. No footprints, no hoof prints. 2 years later, on Midsummer's Eve, several other people see exactly the same thing, a gigantic army marching across the ridge. They then proceed to tell other locals about what they saw that night, and nobody believes them. Fast forward 10 years to 1745 and 26 people witnessed an enormous army marching across the ridge of this same hill. And again, this went on all night and the ranks were 5 men deep. And these 26 people that witnessed this army marching along the ridge of Souter Fell were deemed sober and respected. Today is Midsummer's Eve.
Hoping to witness something unusual, he sets up camp with his dog Finn. The weather is clear, and everything seems normal as he enjoys the evening and explores the ridge.
Go! Now, I have to confess that I am not a massive believer of ghosts. I mean, part of me does believe in the supernatural to some extent, or certainly unexplained things that can happen. I've had a few weird things happen in my life that to this day I still can't explain. But ghosts, I don't know. All right, it's 8:30 and I thought I'd have a little wander along the hill ridgeline. There's the tent there, obviously a little cairn as well. So the sun, yeah, it's not far off the drop behind that hill now, and it has dropped a little bit in temperature. This coat is a little bit overkill. 10:20, still no sign, nothing. And it's getting quite dark now. Moon's up, we can't see it, we can't even see me. The moon's up, one of the planets is up, I don't know what that is, it might be Venus.
As night falls, he switches to night vision to capture anything unusual in the darkness. Despite the eerie history, everything appears quiet. But just as he's about to return to his tent, he spots something that shakes him to the core.
Yeah, so I've not seen anything, I've not seen a single, not even a single soldier, nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's okay. I think I'm going to head back to the tent now and settle down, get a little bit of kip, hopefully not get woken up in the night. I think it's going to be a very early start in the morning because it's going to get very light soon. Oh, not long at all. What the Oh, what the hell? There's a bloke stood next to my tent. What the That has absolutely scared the out of me. I'm not kidding you. I was walking down there, coming back towards the tent, I was talking to you guys. I'm telling you right now, there was somebody stood right here. Oh, I'm not kidding you, the hairs on my arms are stood up. My skin is crawling. Right there.
Someone, or something, was standing near his tent. Completely unsettled, he returns to the tent, unsure of what he just saw. He tries to calm himself down, but the experience leaves him feeling uneasy. Even Finn, who usually reacts to anything strange, seems completely unaware.
Finn's just oblivious to me. Right, there's no way I'm staying here tonight. I don't know, honestly, I don't know what the hell I saw then. I don't know whether I saw, maybe it might have been my imagination now. Honestly, I don't know, but flipping heck, that really spooked me. Really, really spooked me. I'm just gonna try and get a better clip and see how we get on. Finn's down.
Months later, he returns to the same location and shares what really happened. After reviewing the footage from that night, he discovers that the camera had strangely stopped recording at the exact moment he turned it toward the figure. But right before that, it managed to capture something.
So what I did is I got the camera and I spun it round like this and started to face forward and walk towards the tent. I was kind of coming down here. It certainly wasn't boggy. It was nice and dry that night. And as I got to the tent, there was no one there. So I was still filming this whole time. Got here, right, okay, someone's messing about here. They're either hiding behind the tent or they've jumped into this long grass here, so I came over here. Started looking in the grass. I think I might have even got my torch out at this point and shining it around. Nothing, nobody, absolutely nothing there at all. And it wasn't until I got home that I played the footage back, and if you've seen the video, you'll see that it cuts out. It cuts out as I turn the camera around and start walking that direction. I was still filming then. I was still going towards that grass and looking and everything, and I didn't know. I didn't find out until I got home that the camera, for some reason, just stopped recording as soon as I turned around. However, and I'll put it on the screen now, I caught something. There was something stood by the tent. Something tall, something scary looking, but pretty much what I saw, you know. So what I saw was actually there.
A tall, dark shape standing near his tent, just like what he thought he saw. The fact that the camera cut out at such a crucial moment adds to the mystery. Whether it was a person, a trick of the light, or something paranormal remains unknown. But the footage suggests he may not have imagined it after all. What do you think? Did Black Crag capture something truly unexplainable that night? Number 3. Oliver, the creator behind Firefly fishing, is known for his serene fly fishing adventures in remote and scenic locations. In this video, he heads to the iconic Yellowstone National Park, a place filled with majestic rivers, geothermal wonders, and dense wilderness. His goal is simple: enjoy a relaxing day of fishing in nature's beauty.
Well, if you guys have never been to Yellowstone National Park, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We have a sweet adventure in front of us today. Gonna go explore some rivers, explore some hikes, and not block the Yellowstone sign anymore. So let's get out of here.
As he arrives at the Yellowstone River on a warm July afternoon in 2022, the conditions seem perfect. But after hours without a single bite, just as he's about to pack up, luck finally strikes. A single, beautiful fish rewards his patience. Tired yet content, Oliver looks for a place to rest, even though overnight camping is banned outside of official campsites. Eventually, he parks his camper in a quiet wooded area, hoping to remain unnoticed.
There's not a whole lot of cover, so if someone comes down here, I mean, we are sticking out in the open. I'm not gonna dare go off any side trail or anything like that. We're gonna stay here. Just look at this beautiful spot. Riverside camping, guys, in Yellowstone. Can't really beat that. Wow. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get back to the truck. Just take it easy for the rest of the night.
As night falls, he relaxes inside his truck, admittedly nervous about grizzly bears, but ready to call it a night.
I have been hanging out just for the last little bit here. It just got dark here, so I decided to hop in the back of the truck now, as I was getting pretty terrified with the grizzlies and all that good stuff, guys. Fingers crossed nothing happens in the rest of the night. It's been a pretty good night so far, pretty good day. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been an awesome adventure. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and I'll wake you up if anything else goes on the rest of the night, but I think we're looking all right, so I hope.
But just after midnight, peace is shattered. A vehicle approaches, headlights sweeping through the trees. Then a knock on the window. A flashlight. Someone is right outside. Frozen with anxiety, Oliver doesn't know if it's a ranger or something worse. Eventually, a voice confirms it's indeed a park ranger doing late-night patrol.
Hey, anyone vehicle, Officer Tyler. How are you? Coming, sir.
Hey, dude, sorry about you, man. It's been late.
No worries.
Unfortunately, there's no camping in here. Are you the only one in the vehicle, brother?
It's just me, man.
All right, can you step out? You got a license on you, brother?
I do. I'll have to get my wallet, man.
Do anything? You okay?
Yeah,
Where you from,
man.
brother?
Just actually out of Boise. Just doing some camping. I did not know it was illegal.
Yeah, dude. So unfortunately, you can't camp in Yellowstone at this place. You're gonna have to get out.
No problem. I do apologize.
No, you're.
Thankfully, Oliver avoids a fine and is let off with a warning. Shaken but relieved, he drives away under the night sky, vowing never to attempt stealth camping in Yellowstone again.
Well, that was absolutely terrifying. I'm so thankful we got off with a warning there.
Number 4. On January 28th, 2018, Johnny Paranormal set out to explore one of Japan's most infamous locations, the Aokigahara Forest. This place is shrouded in both natural beauty and deep tragedy. Johnny's goal wasn't to chase ghosts or stage supernatural theatrics. He was there to capture the heavy atmosphere that makes this forest so unsettling. But what started as a quiet investigation quickly turned into something far more disturbing. Not long after stepping off the beaten path, Johnny spots a man alone among the trees. He's lightly dressed, no hiking gear, no ribbon markers to trace his path back, something every experienced visitor knows to carry in this dense forest. When Johnny calls out to him, the man doesn't reply. Instead, he runs, deeper into the woods, stumbling over roots, crashing through brush, fleeing from something or someone. Concerned this could be a person in crisis, Johnny gives chase but remains cautious. He sticks to the high ground, calling out in broken Japanese, trying not to scare the man further. But the figure keeps running.
He smashed his legs up all along there. I'm not that much of a scary person. But right there you've got... He's only got a backpack. I better go try to find this guy. I'm gonna stay to the high ground. In case he, I don't know, look, there's a small chance he might come back out and be pissed off and come flying up. So if I'm on the high ground, I can defend myself. I've got to go in and have a look. Konnichiwa! 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 Hey? Man, he's gone. I just had him running again. Don't be scared.
Eventually vanishing into the maze of trees and shadows, Johnny decides not to push any harder. Instead, he tries to coax the man out with simple human offerings: a cigarette, warmth, even a drink.
It's okay. Hey, friend. Come have a cigarette. Have some food. Where is he gone? Hang on.
Anything to let the stranger know he's not alone. But the silence that follows is deafening. And then the encounter takes a chilling turn. While searching, Johnny unexpectedly discovers something horrific: a lifeless body hanging from a tree. A different person entirely. The forest had already claimed another soul. Now faced with a grim reality, Johnny is torn. Should he keep searching for the man he saw running, or leave to report the body?
The hanging. Are you kidding me? Well, look at the good thing, it's another body I can get home. Right through these trees, right in front of me. 50 meters. I don't know where old mate's gone. So, tomorrow, I can't, I was going to go some tonight. I can't even do it. I'm just drained. That forest is so heavy, man. That forest, I've never felt anything like this in my life. But, so tomorrow, a busy day tomorrow. I'm gonna go call the police and everything now. Organising to meet them in the morning. Take them into the second body I found. Then I've got to go find old thing around out there. I just, you know, I'm gonna talk to some Japanese people and see what we can do now for that guy. I think I've got a picture of his face when he turned around.
With darkness falling fast and his own safety in question, he makes a hard choice. He decides to return at first light, contact local authorities, and guide them to the scene. Back at the edge of the forest, drained and shaken, Johnny processes what he's witnessed. The weight of Aokigahara is unlike anything he's ever felt. And though he plans to return, the image of that lone man disappearing into the trees continues to haunt him. What do you think happened to the man Johnny saw? Could he have made it out? Or did the forest swallow another life? Number 5. In March 2015, a solo hiker ventured into the quiet, untouched trails of Modra, a serene woodland known for its natural beauty and solitude. But deep within the forest, something strange was waiting. As he walked through the towering trees and breathed in the crisp spring air, an unusual sound broke the silence. It wasn't the rustling of leaves or the call of distant birds. It sounded like a voice, faint, but undeniably real. Curiosity got the better of him. He followed the sound, moving deeper into the woods. That's when he stumbled across something disturbing, a series of massive footprints imprinted in the soft mud. They were too large to belong to a human, and their shape didn't match any known animal in the area. Then, it happened again. The sound, louder now, echoed across the trees, closer, more distinct, a low, haunting call that sent a surge of panic through his body. Without a second thought, he turned and ran, heart pounding as he fled the forest. What exactly did he hear? Who, or what, left those prints behind? Some speculate it could have been a Sasquatch, while others believe it was something even more unexplainable. But one thing is certain, that hiker left Modra with more questions than answers, and the mystery still lingers among the trees. Number 6. Frank, the face behind the popular YouTube channel Franco TV, is no stranger to danger. His explorations of haunted and abandoned locations around the globe have earned him a reputation for diving headfirst into the unknown. In this clip, filmed on December 1st, 2024, Frank returns to a desolate factory somewhere in South America, one he had previously visited and never forgotten. The last time he set foot inside this factory, strange events unfolded. Unexplained sounds, eerie feelings, and a heavy sense of being watched. This time, he's back for an overnight investigation.
Get back to the location. And I do have to say I'm a little bit nervous, because I'm hearing noises everywhere. It's not quiet like it usually is. You hear all those noises? Alright. Guess I'm gonna make my way on the inside. Now, the owner did tell me to be very, very careful. It just kind of keeps ringing through my head. This place is absolutely massive. What the is that? I don't think this is a room. There's no candle. Oh, that's just a basket. Never mind. It was the third floor.
Prepared to confront whatever lurks within. As he slips into the factory under the cover of darkness, something feels off. It's not the usual silence. There are sounds, subtle, scattered, and unsettling. Creaks, echoes, whispers in the dark. Inside, the building seems even more massive than he remembers. His flashlight cuts through the darkness as he cautiously explores the decaying structure. Then, he stumbles upon something odd.
These candles even mean... It looks like a rainbow candle. I don't even want to think about what that could mean. But what the hell is that? This is the thing I found. And I just dropped it. Here, let me turn on my light. Look at this. Is that creepy or what? Yeah, well, I guess let me know in the comments. I'm not gonna touch this anymore, but these candles look fairly new.
As Frank explores the abandoned hallways, he stumbles upon an unsettling sight. 4 lit candles arranged around a strange head sculpture.
4 candles, still burning, surrounding a bizarre head-like sculpture. The wax appears fresh. Someone has been there. Maybe still is. Frank's nerves begin to fray as he continues. He spots clothing that wasn't there before.
There's a 90% chance there's somebody here, or was here, because of these candles. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see this. There's somebody's jacket. Just looks abandoned. There's some more stuff in here. I don't think this was open the last time. There's no shoes.
A jacket, a few scattered belongings, and suddenly a flicker of movement.
I'm hearing something. Oh, I'm ready to fucking run out of here. I check over here. What the hell was that? I just saw something. I was not even looking at it directly. I just saw something move. Right there from the corner of the door.
He sees something dart past a doorway, just for a second. White, vague, but it was there. He pushes forward but remains alert. Then, outside the factory, a chilling moment. He spots something pale in one of the high windows.
What the hell did I see? It was right over here. It was something white or brownish. I don't even know. It's just like I saw it for a split second and then it was gone in the corner of my eye. Oh God, I don't even know what that was. I gotta check that up on the...
At first, he thinks it's a trick of the light, but when he later adjusts the footage at home, his blood runs cold. There in the window stands a figure, a nun-like silhouette staring straight at him. Unaware of what he just captured, Frank re-enters the building to investigate. The room behind the window is cold and empty.
Oh, this is like a conveyor. this is sketchy. I'm not hearing anything. No movement, no walking. This place echoes a lot, so I would be able to hear something, but nothing so far. I'm gonna turn this off just so it doesn't start a fire here. Help out the owner.
No sign of anyone or anything, but then it happens again. A light flickers in a different part of the factory, almost like a flashlight. He knows he's alone, or at least he thought he was. Moments later, he catches sight of someone.
Oh, that was creepy.
On the second floor, just standing there, watching. Their eyes reflect the light, motionless, expressionless. When Frank rounds the corner and cautiously peeks back, the figure is gone.
And it's cold in here. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. I don't know what the hell I just seen. I just took a peek in through the window and I saw something standing right here in front of the window, but it was kind of far back. Whatever it was big. It just looked like something white standing there, unless, I don't know, to me it looked like it was something by the window. The thing is, there's only one way in and one way out of this place. That window, something just kind of reflected. That was definitely like a flashlight. I'm gonna turn off my IR to see what I can see in pitch black. There we go. So if there's any flashlights, it's gonna reflect. Like, I'll see it for sure. I was just up there. And that means somebody was up there with me. But I didn't really check all the rooms. Oh shit. There's somebody right there. I'm gonna look normal. Oh my god, I just saw another light, I think. Downstairs.
Shaken, he contacts the property owner, who warns him to leave immediately. The area has recently had problems with squatters, and some of the items found inside, like candles, bags and books, weren't there days earlier.
Trespassing, breaking into the place, because there's ways to get in here from the back. It's not even that hard. Anybody walking up the road. But he says, don't even mess with it. Be safe. Just get out of there. And he's going to come in with the police tomorrow and probably escort him out. But he's been finding all sorts of stuff here, to clothing, some book bags and stuff that weren't here to begin with. Today I found candles and I don't even know what the hell that was. It was like a weird face there.
Karen and Chelsea are known for their cheerful vlogs, fun challenges, and heartwarming content. Their YouTube channel is all about positivity. But in this video, things take a dark and unexpected turn. The duo decided to venture into one of the most haunted places in the UK, Daring Woods, better known by its chilling nickname, the Screaming Woods. This forest has long been the subject of terrifying stories, with people claiming to hear unexplainable cries and, more disturbingly, multiple bodies having been found under mysterious circumstances. Curious and fearless, Karen and Chelsea set out to find out if the legends were true. On July 22nd, 2024, they packed up their gear and made their way to the edge of the forest, buzzing with nervous excitement. They hiked deeper into the woods, looking for a place to set up their illegal campsite. That's right, camping in this area is strictly forbidden.
Like, can you imagine what it's going to be like in pitch black? Yeah.
Oh, is that a map?
Oh, no camping is allowed in this woods.
Oh my god.
Well, we're doing it anyway.
We found a spot. We're not too far.
Because we had, oh my god, we had so much to carry. Wow.
Is this the base?
Oh, it's a mosquito, it's got a mosquito thing in it.
Mosquito net?
Yeah, built in.
Is that the base?
No.
Yeah, it
This
is.
is the inner. Oh, just the inner.
That's what the poles go through, right?
Yeah.
Way round. Dash.
But the rules didn't stop them. They were determined to spend the night there and document whatever happened. As they struggled to quietly set up their tent, the sun began to disappear behind the trees, and the forest transformed around them. Darkness brought with it a heavy, unsettling feeling. Maybe it was just nerves, but something about that night felt different, like they were being watched. As soon as night fell, things started to go wrong.
We've got no signal. We've had to walk far just to get enough signal to get the stories of the area. We're shattered. Chelsea's driven for ages.
I'm knackered.
Everything's gone a bit wrong. We've squashed our breakfast.
My shoe got stuck in the mud. The whole shoe came off my foot.
Like we're getting signal, we're getting signal, then we're not getting signal. But yeah, so it's pretty creepy. And I mean, when you're in here, it doesn't feel that bad because you can't see the woods that are around us.
You can't see the woods if you're out there. It's too dark.
It's pitch black.
So all of a sudden, it's just gone really quiet.
I've just all of a sudden started to feel really frightened. I'm really frightened. Like literally, just as you said that,
just went.
I just got a very, very horrible feeling come over me, mate.
Yeah, shush.
Mate, I'm actually kidding. I feel fucking scared.
I'm not.
No, I don't feel right. Something's not right. And I'm not being dramatic. Right as you fucking said that, I felt this horrible feeling of dread.
Alright, well don't tell me about it. You keep that to yourself.
They lost phone signal, their supplies were damaged, and they were already exhausted. But the worst was yet to come.
Mate, I'm telling you right now. That doesn't. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
On my life.
Alright.
You have to.
It doesn't matter. I don't care, do you?
Mate, that's creepy.
Do you
no,
care?
I'm fine.
Okay. Oh my god, stop. Stop
I'm
it now.
telling you now.
Just stop it now. Just leave it off. Just leave it off. It's running out of battery.
Right, I'm putting this on because if that one goes out, I'm scared.
No.
Yeah.
It's running out of battery, that's all. I'm telling you
I
now.
haven't used it.
It's just running out of battery, that's all.
And do you know what? Maybe it is running out of battery, maybe it is, but
I've got a logic explanation for
it
everything.
could be running out of battery, but
really
I've
have.
never used it, except for that time we were in the church and took about 2 photos. And
that's just people.
I heard a scream.
It's just people. Should we go to sleep? Should we go to sleep now?
Turn the lights off. The car's there. Yeah, I know. But let's keep going there. I've got it. We need to stay quiet because there are people. That wasn't a ghost. That was a person, and we don't want people seeing where we are.
Suddenly, they heard voices outside. Not ghostly whispers, real human voices. It was hard to tell if it was people just passing through or something more sinister. Either way, they knew they had to stay hidden. Lights off, complete silence. The fear of being seen, or worse, by someone lurking in the dark kept them frozen. Hours passed. The forest went eerily quiet. Every snap of a twig, every rustle of leaves made their hearts race. And then came the moment they would never forget.
I heard. So as I was drifting off to sleep, I've just suddenly been woken up by this horrible feeling of dread and this flashing image of someone like that against the tent. Now obviously that doesn't mean anything, but it was creepy and it freaked me out, really freaked me out, and it made me feel really uneasy for a while. Anyway, I ended up falling back asleep again, and then
I don't know what time it was, but
about 3ish.
was it about?
Yeah,
10 past 3 I woke up. Was that when it was?
Yeah, because you said
there was rustling around the tent, like quite a lot. Obviously, it could be an animal or something.
Yeah,
obviously.
but it was like someone was touching the tent.
There was nothing. Mate, was that someone was in the tent, like in the conservatory bit?
Oh god.
So it was like
That's
rustling
scary.
and rustling, and I thought, I woke Corrine up and I was like, Corrine, is that you? Can you hear that? And she just goes,
Because I was half asleep.
soft sleep.
As they finally started to drift off, Chelsea was jolted awake by a terrifying vision, an image of someone standing right outside the tent. She tried to brush it off, but the feeling lingered. Then came the sound, rustling, soft, deliberate, and close. It felt like someone was moving around the tent. Chelsea whispered to Karen, only to hear her quietly reply she hadn't moved at all. The noises didn't match wind or animals. There were no footsteps, just occasional snaps, like someone was purposely trying to stay hidden. Even when it started raining, the unease didn't go away. In fact, it made things worse.
And then it continued for a little while, but the thing is, with that rustling noise, there was no noise before or after it. It just kind of appeared at the end of the tent, and it was just like, oh my god.
And there was nothing. The wind wasn't really bad. It did then start to rain.
It was raining. That had an effect on, maybe hearing stuff.
Other stuff. We did hear branches breaking, but it'd be once in a while a branch would snap.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like sort of footsteps were walking and snapping. It was just once in a while a branch sounded like it got trod on. But we kind of just tried to ignore it, because at this point we couldn't really film, because we didn't want to have.
No.
If we do something like this again, we're going to have to
We didn't want to make a big deal out of something that potentially wasn't anything.
Well, there shouldn't have been branches snapping. There's not really animals heavy enough. Like there's deer, but they